secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. The Razorbacks will put toe the leather to crank us up. Bringing it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. So Alabama's offense will get first crack at it here. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress the defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names. You know, brand versus brand. Big-time baller versus big-time baller. Trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge.
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And here's what I like about that, man. That feels like an instinctive play. Like this guy almost knew it was coming. You know, most of the time in a bootleg, they want to show you the run first, but he wasn't buying it, went right to the quarterback, saw it, and made the big sack.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Quick release on the RPO.
You know, the short passing game is a great go-to weapon for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable, obviously, but it also allows you to see how the defense is going to react and play you. So for coordinators, this can really open up the rest of your playbook for the rest of the game.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down. And listen, you got to reload quick now because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Caught over the middle. It's Terrell. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on second down. They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. Continues to fight for yards. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. Quickly complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now the offense tries to punch it in on second and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Still some work to do here on third and goal from the 3. Trying to barge in. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about a decision time right off the jump? Fourth down. Do I want to go for it? First drive. Palmer, what you going to do?
I'm taking the points right here. It's early in the game. You're trying to pay off this opening drive. Just get some points up on the board. If it was a little close.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown Tide.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown run.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with the score from the 4. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Arkansas's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Pucks it out of the air. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man on the right. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's got to feel really good for this quarterback. It's early in the game, so these third downs are big. You're trying to get your offense into a rhythm and a flow. Nice job reading the defense. Beautiful pass.
Back to the ground game on the left. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
One final play before the end of the quarter. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. They're setting up the screen. He is stopped at the 47-yard line, and that's not nearly enough to move the chains. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break, and we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Looking to throw, it's Russell. Makes the grab. Bounced out of bounds at the 43-yard line. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Sends it back in motion. Second down, they'll go to the air. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Alabama with a ton of ground to cover on this third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Going to make sure he doesn't get a return on this one as the punt bounces out of bounds. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on fourth downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Going to swing it on second down. Got his man.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. From the gun on 3rd down. That's caught. It's Brown. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Still on his feet at the 45. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. Going to the ground is what the Razorbacks love to do to move those chains with guys like Peyton Hillis and Darren McFadden.
Yeah, and you think of just Felix Jones along with the same era, just guys that toted.
There he goes. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another 1st down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got to burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Beebe.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. They're in field goal range here on 4th down, but they're going to keep this offense on the field. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Beck's going for the goal line. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9. The Razorbacks didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. Extra point here will tie the game. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, drain the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Motion from the wideout. Give to the back. Nice move to keep running. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Solid gain to get him out close to the 20. Pick up a 5 to the 19. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line here.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
The Crimson Tide comes to the line with a 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Russell. Incomplete, and man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception. 4th working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Working on the right. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Just moments ago, Alabama was feeling the shadow of its own goalpost, and now the Tide generating momentum. This defensive front just ran free in the backfield. He'll lose 3. Not many hiccups on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. Wide receiver comes in motion. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Well, the offense is trying to go bootleg play action that time, but it had no chance because the defensive end won so quickly at the line of scrimmage. He was able to get in the backfield. He smothered the quarterback so fast for a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away. And the field goal unit is on the field. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Nestled just inside that right upright. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is currently trailing in this one, but if history has taught us anything over the years, it's that closing out the maize and blue inside the big house is not easy. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to East Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. To the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Brown.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. He turns that loose down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Ready to start the second half. Alabama will kick it off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Throw him to the spot, and that's exactly what he did to pick up the first down.
And that's so many hours of doing this together. You know exactly when he's going to break on that out route. You know what kind of speed he has because you've thrown it so many times. Nice rhythm and timing, and you could tell that was experience between receiver and quarterback.
He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Handoff to the single running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Now they're going to throw it. Got the back over the middle. How about picking up tough yards like that as he gets to the 22?
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? You've seen him toting the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
They're going to try to throw for it on 3rd down. He's got the tight end. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the 1st down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And that one will put them up here in the 2nd half.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line, understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Don't know if the defense will appreciate having to defend a short field. After that penalty. Let's go, right. Handoff from the gun. Look out, he's got room. Turning it on. Discards him with the stiff arm. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Well, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that. He can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear, got the long touchdown.
On the move from inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. You want to talk about a drive where you impose your will? That's what they did, running it down for a touchdown, David.
There is nothing more demoralizing than that for a defense. To be physically pounded, the run is coming, you know it's coming, and you can't stop it.
Nothing the defense can do. That is mano-a-mano up front, and your guys getting a push. They know you're running it, and they still can't stop it.
Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. Last completion got them a 1st down. Let's see what they do now. The give to the lone running back. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And just nowhere to go for that runner. He had no choice. That defense, they were bringing it up front. Everybody winning their one-on-ones, and they completely had him surrounded.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They've been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. That's why the ball falls in.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Razorbacks send out the punt unit. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. And that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Spins away from the defense. He's into enemy territory and out of bounds at the 47. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the shotgun, the inside give. Across the 35. Oh, there's an alley on the left. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. On 1st and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that. They'll try to dial up a better one this time on 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. And he's made one already, and this one ought to be cake from 21 yards out. Right down the boulevard. It's good. They double their lead up to 6 here in the 3rd quarter.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. Just enough there to get it to the 25 and pick up a 2.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage and getting running backs on the ground.
We've reached the break, and Alabama has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Back to pass. Using the back as a receiver. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him, and now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the 1st.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing your end zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
And the Razorbacks come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Right on the money. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
And they sniff that draw out. With a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Gets open down the middle. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. A veritable Crimson Tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. Trailing by a possession. They need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Pulls it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone, it's Dupree. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This crowd rising up, sensing that his defense needs some help. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He's got his man, makes the grab. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. And they're looking for a 4th quarter lead, and they'll need a touchdown to do it. 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. Lining up for the point after and the lead.
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Using the quick game. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. To the air, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Edwards. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Send the tight end in motion. They just keep firing. Pocket breaking down. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So
they get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. We'll see how aggressive this defense is with just a few minutes to play. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down and 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He put it out there for him, and his senior gave him a chance, but they couldn't make the connection.
Yeah, just not able to connect that time with his target on the in-breaking route. Got to have a little bit better rhythm. You know these windows are going to be small over the middle of the field, and that's why you try to put some extra mustard on it, but I think that time that's what forced the incomplete.
Finds him out of the backfield. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the running back. Picks up the first down, still moving. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
And they'll take a knee. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. One back in the backfield, and they'll give it to him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I think if you're offense here, the game boils down to this one play on 3rd down with the lead late. If you get the first down, that's ball game. There's not enough time left for the defense to get it back and go march down the field. So let's dial up our best play offensively. Let's make sure our best players are touching the football here.
They would not let him get close. Stopped at the 26. It'll be 4th down. So on 4th down, here comes the field goal kicker in a huge spot. Absolute shame. Missed it. And guys, after the miss, the lead is still 1. Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2